switching gears, Pakistan is openly flouting a United Nations weapons embargo and calling it a strategic breakthrough. In a move that has raised eyebrows across circles, Islamabad has reportedly sealed an arms deal worth billions with eastern Libya's Libyan National Army, a faction operating in a country still under a strict UN ban on military transfers. Let's just break this down for you. The reported $4 billion plus arms deal with the Libyan faction is now being touted as a breakthrough for Islamabad's defense exports. This deal was finalized reportedly after a high-profile meeting in Benghazi between Pakistan's Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir and Saddam Khalifa of the Libyan National Army. And this agreement includes the sale of 16 JF-17 fighter jets, 12 Super Mushak trainer aircraft, and if executed, it would rank among the largest weapons sales in Pakistan's history. The deal fits neatly into Islamabad's long-stated goal of expanding its defense exports footprint. And over the past decade itself, the JF-17 in particular has been marketed as a lower-cost alternative to Western fighter jets. However, there are several key takeaways that go beyond the headline figure. First, the political risk, it's immense. You see, selling arms to the LNA directly flouts the UN embargo, and this opens Pakistan to international scrutiny and potential diplomatic costs as well. Second, the deal highlights just how deeply the military, rather than the civilian government, dominates Pakistan's foreign and security policy. It is the army chief, not the prime minister, acting as the chief deal maker and strategic spokesman all over again. The jet angle also deserves a closer look. The JF-17 is a co-produced platform with China, which basically means exports are not purely a Pakistani decision. Any large-scale transfer requires Chinese consent, spares, support, and long-term maintenance pipelines. Now, it's against this backdrop that Asim Munir's rhetoric in Libya takes on greater significance. Speaking not just as a military person, but as a self-appointed statesman, it seems, he positioned Pakistan as a leading security actor for the Muslim world. Munir warned that the world has become increasingly hostile, particularly for Muslim nations. Let's just play out that statement for you.
In today's world, there is no rule of law. Actually, it is the law of the jungle which prevails, and the law of the jungle is might is right. And this might, which resides somewhere else today, and it's not there with the Muslim world, is essentially because of the possession of the knowledge that they have taken from us.
But then the reality at home undermines that vision. Pakistan is grappling with severe inflation, a weak currency, foreign reserves that have repeatedly forced it into IMF bailouts. We've been telling you about this. Millions on the ground struggling to afford basic food and energy. A state strained to manage its own economic security, to say the least, is now trying to portray itself as a regional and religious security guarantor. Previously, Pakistan had called for an Eastern Islamic NATO alliance. Remember, Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister seemed to believe that Pakistan, despite being financially bankrupt, could someday lead the 57-member Islamic world. Remember, this is the same Pakistan that has been accused time and again of sheltering terror groups. But here's the real question. What does Pakistan bring to the table? Except instability, economic collapse, and also a dangerous legacy of radicalism. How can a country that is unable to defend its own economy and safeguard its own state of affairs strike deals with other countries, that too flouting UN embargoes? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.